Hello everyone, I am wholly out of order, and this is Crusader Kings 2 with Jade Dragon, and I am going to be starting a new game. And I know exactly who I'm going to start as, and that is this little single county count of Neapolis. And I heard we were getting some new rules, so I'm going to set everything to default, and pick and choose what I want on. I think most I'm going to leave as default, but I like the bubonic plague to be historical. I know that. Minor epidemics, Mongol invasion, Aztec invasion, Chinese invasions, Chinese interactions. We'll do with within range. Border dispute wars. Can start borders. Can through spending piety and gold start border wars. Targeting single counties. Sure. All new Casus Bellis introducing Jade Dragon can be used. Devil Worshippers, Secret Cults, Turkey Conquerors. Siege Assaults. Armies can attempt to take besieged holdings by storm if the fort level is lower than 6. That's new. I'll leave it on. What are the other options? Unlimited and off. I'll leave it on. Siege events. Anything else? I don't think I see anything else that's new. Oh wait, Conclave childhood focus alerts. Yeah, I think close relatives is good, and unlike my last two games, I'm actually going to enable Iron Man. Because why the hell not? And I'm going to go ahead and start. And I'm going to call this Dragon Purple Phoenix. And in case the title didn't already give it away, this is going to be a world conquest attempt. And it's going to be my first world conquest attempt since Sons of Abraham, so before Rajas of India came out, and since then we've had what? India added, the steppes, now Tibet. I'm playing as a Greek Catholic character, not a Greek Orthodox character. That being said, Greek Orthodox is my favorite combination to start as. Byzantine Empire is probably my favorite place to play in. Feudal government revolves around the oath between liege and vassal, and feudal lords can directly own so many holdings before they must start to rely on vassals. I'm not going to read through all of this. Most of this is pretty standard for any game you play as a Christian, really. We will be converting to Orthodox. I hate to break it to you, but I don't think we'd last long as a Catholic with the Byzantine Emperor being either Orthodox or iconoclast. So the Crusades are not going to be a big part of our game, though they might show up at some point. And before I do anything else, I want to look around the map real quick to see what's changed. I know the Middle East was getting a little bit of a... they were adding a few changes, like the desert regions. I'd like that to be an optional game rule, whether they color deserts and wastelands by majority, like you can enable in EU4. Nothing, I think, changed in Europe, but now we have Tibet, which is an empire, it looks like. Yeah, they started out as a Buddhist monastic feudal empire. And then there's this thing, which is the Western Protectorate. Essentially, the Western Viceroy of China. I mean, that's how I would describe him. And We have the Chinese diplomacy screen too. Their trade is open right now, and China is currently open to trade and interested in acquiring friends and tributaries within its sphere of influence. The Silk Road is open. Their status is unrest. So this is the Western Protector, and this is the actual Emperor of China. Right now he likes African cultures. I don't know, and he dislikes Arabic cultures. Don't know why he likes African cultures right now. Seems kind of like a far-flung thing to like for the Emperor of China. Anyway, so first things first with any game of CK2. We already have an heir of our dynasty who is our father. We're the Neapolites dynasty. Count Gregorios. We've got amazing intrigue. We're paranoid. Okay. But the first thing I want to do is not click on that. I want to find a wife. Wait a minute. Does the Byzantine Emperor himself have any daughters? Yes. And no. That's not going to happen. Not with this guy. And I can't afford that gift. So, no. We'll search all women, and I'd like to find either strong or genius. No strong. One genius, and she's actually a courtier in Neapolis. She's our courtier. Alright. Yeah. No one can say no to this, so go for it. Gold or prestige. Either are pretty shit right now. Sure, take the prestige. And I can convert to Iconoclast Heresy, which I would actually I will consider doing that. I don't have enough piety to falsely confess my faith right now. Don't think I would want to do that anyway. But let's go with Iconoclasm. So he will like us a little bit more, or dislike us a little bit less. And she's going to hate us, so... What do I want my ambition to be? Let's go with Griminaire, so that we might be able to have a kid before our wife dies. Maybe they'll be a genius. And I think my focus... I think I'm going to go with hunting right now, because of some of the events we can get. And I will borrow money from the Jews, because there's a war, which I'm wondering if I even have to fabricate a claim for it, but I want to go to war as soon as possible against a certain person. What was I going to look for? Because I want to take Rome as soon as possible, and I can't. Need a valid casus belli. If I were bordering him, I could actually do a border dispute or ducal conquest. So that's new and interesting. Not sure how much use we'll get out of it this game, but I think the next thing I want to do, since I need a claim, is find somebody who has a really high diplomacy that I can invite to my court. Brave, zealous, charitable, gregarious. Oh, okay, that's not... I can't invite him. I'm going to go with the 20... diplomacy guy from Paris. He probably won't like living in the same place as me because he's... he'll consider me a heretic too. But the rest of my council pretty much hates me. Oh, we have other family members apparently. Our heir is currently our father. How many living members in our dynasty? We have a brother named Theophylactos. And we have an uncle named Theodoros and a cousin named Stephanos. So, married heir, special minor titles grant. He sucks, and he's not of the right religion. Don't want to make my wife my spy master. I don't think my uncle being the spy master is a good idea. Let's change council positions between those two. Mysticos. Wait. Bullshit. So apparently, he gets fired from council even though I... That's a bug. That's terrible. Just gonna fire him. And I don't think I really need a different one of any of these guys, except I'm going to wait on my Magistros. And I will invite one noble and one holy man. See how good they are. Sure, I'll make him my spy master, and he was the holy man. Okay, so try that again. And then we'll have an entire council that hates us. No, I had something else in mind. Court chaplain, and then I was going to make the new guy Mysticos, but couple more. Let's just try to get something relatively... No, never mind. Why the hell not? I'll even send him a gift and demand his religious conversion. So, we'll be... I don't know, our personal intrigue is pretty high, so we might be able to stop plots on our own. But we will try to still tech from our liege. And try to proselytize in Neapolis. And we'll wait on that diplomat guy to arrive. He accepts changing religion. Our liege has declared a war. Okay, so he has decided not to abandon his liege. Why? Go with this 19 diplomacy guy. Oh wait, seriously? There's new divisions in Corsica and Sardinia. They're made up of a lot of different counties now. That's new. What else am I missing? I don't know. I'm sure I'll see stuff along the way. Okay, he is accepted. He is an heir. He's the heir to something. So let's hope that we can fabricate the claim on Rome quickly. What are his traits? Envious, gluttonous, charitable, slothful. I will send him a gift just to make him happier. Can't change his religion. Anything else I need to do right now? I'll make my court chaplain my, not designated regent, my court physician. The Byzantine Empire has instituted religious mandate, or mandated religious control, or whatever it was. So they can now revoke titles with impunity from people of different religions. So, good thing I changed. Lately, I've heard persistent rumors of White Stag. I'll send people out to find it. I don't think we can deal with the Emperor of China yet, can we? Shows the realm of the governor, the tributaries, and the diplomatic range. Sure. And then what's the other one? View history? No. So, can we do anything? Okay, no, we're not in diplomatic range yet. So, it looks like it might just be the top lieges too, which will be interesting. What was my liege's war declared for? Holy War for Mesopotamia. Okay. I expect him to win that. Increase the speed to 4. Majority of the population has been converted. But one of the reasons why I want to fabricate a claim on Rome early is because the Pope gets money fast, and he will fill this place up with temples if I don't do anything quickly. I could strive to become better, or I can be satisfied with who I am and what I have. 70% chance of ambitious. It's a good trait. What's going on there? The Carvunian conquest of Thrace have gathered their followers. I wonder if that being under pagan control will trigger the Crusades. Or would trigger them if it was 900, because the Crusades won't trigger until then. Spend weeks in the wilderness searching for any trace. 20% chance of brawny. No. I never get that one to fire. And devious plots are everywhere, and rumors have reached me that people are trying to kill me. I can go into hiding. Let's not, though. people are going to start converting to iconoclasm without me having to tell them to. Is that him? Yeah. Who's this guy? It's going to be interesting. I can shut the gates already. We've got disease right next to us. Do I want to do that? Sadly, yes. And I have not played this game on Iron Man since before Reaper's Due. In fact, I think I have all of the achievements leading up to Reaper's Due. France is united. I wonder if an empire will be created there. He's spending a lot of... No? Doesn't have a lot of money anyway. Oh, I didn't know mayors can seclude themselves. This will be my cousin. Yep. We'll go with struggle. Try to make him a general or something. And it looks like the war for Thrake is about to be over, I think. If they go and win a battle there. My father is my friend. After spending lots of time with few people, you have been positively surprised by Stephanos. I want to keep a watchful eye on the Pope's income and also when he builds something. Your Zacchaeus, Mayor Isaias wants to talk to you about the old tunnels under the castle. The argument is that they should be maintained better now that times are rough. You never know when you'll have to get out and quickly. That's clever. I'll think on it. My liege, Mayor Isaias catches up with you as you are strolling down the main hall. He looks concerned and you order him to spit it out. Whatever the news is, the tunnels, my lord. He breathed and continues to tell you that it seems somebody has been using them. This is a great opportunity for an ambush. I think we're going to find a woman or something. My guards have captured someone in the tunnels. She doesn't seem to be completely stable. Let's hear what she has to say for herself. You approach the locked door warily. Inside, Valeria is talking quietly to herself. The guards tell you she claims to have had a lover at court. Sure, we'll let her join our court. You are heading for bed after a late night snack when you hear steps behind you in the corridor. Am I gluttonous? Yes, I am. Who could it be at this hour? You halt, pretending to admire tapestry, and the steps die out. Someone is definitely following you. As you enter your chambers, you draw your knife, hide behind the door, and wait your pursuer. As the door's handle slowly begins to move, you ready yourself for your ambush. A hooded figure steps over the threshold, but you keep a cool head and wait for the perfect moment to strike. The would-be assassin takes another step, and you make your move. Skin and flesh give way in a most satisfactory manner as you sink your knife into her back. I survived the attempt on my life. She's dead. That was eventful, and pretty much the only thing that was eventful about this episode. But it is the first, and probably the first in what's going to be a very long series. So, if you like what you see, go ahead and subscribe, and I will be releasing these regularly for the foreseeable future.